last year
because we're part of second.
we couldn't tell him. We just kind of lost our mind because we were super excited. We wanted to test that. There was no way last year.
We're here.
Less than 2%.
Is for you.
This is a really good
I
chemical.
don't give you permission to.
Mine.
Origin, California. I don't think this is from Mac.
You're such a jerk. Come on.
Appreciate it, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
You're standing. Ow! I'm being abused. Thanks, Dad.
Yep. Where? Oh.
I can tell it's ours because it's poorly put together. Thank you, Matt.
That's 12 o'clock.
Woo!
The Ryzen 5 3600 6-core 12-thread processor, the MSI B450 Tomahawk Max motherboard, 32GB of Corsair Vengeance LPX DDR4 RAM, a 1TB SATA SSD, a 1000-watt power supply. This case I got for free, thanks Mr. DeAndre. These case fans, and an EVGA 1060 6GB SSC2. Keep in mind that this is my first build, but I sort of know what I'm doing. So if we look, there should be a little gold triangle right there. So when we take it out, we don't want to touch the bottom, because if we bend the CPU pins, then it breaks. Just want to make sure none of it. Wow, okay, that's cool. And it's a little heavy, so I'm going to put it back. And so you have to lift up the retention arm, and on the CPU, there should be a little triangle right there. So the little gold triangle goes where the triangle is. And I just drop it down. You don't want to push it down, but if you jiggle it, you should see that it's in the right place. Pull the retention arm down. And now my glorious CPU is in the right spot. So now that it's there, we're going to install the cooler. Our work is cut out for us. So these are retention brackets, and they also tell you where you need to put your CPU cooler, which is the majority of the box for that processor, or as it's known in the tech space, a CPU. So we need to put the CPU cooler actually on the box. And so we might be in a small predicament. I don't actually know if we need to use thermal paste, or if we can just let the thermal pads that are on the actual CPU cooler itself, work for itself. Why is the autofocus breaking? The actual cooler with some heat sinks. Oh, they already have the screws. That's really useful. Line the screws up with their standoffs. Let's get to work. Go in. Just start screwing in. What are you doing? Putting the CPU cooler on.
Oh, CPU's in?
Mm-hmm.
You put your PB paste on?
It actually has thermal pads, so you don't put thermal paste on.
Those thermal pads.
Oh yes, the thermal pads.
You know, you have a stand you can use to.
Really, do I?
Well, I have one. It's a little tiny stand.
Could I borrow it? That would be really useful, actually. We ran into some trouble.
So what you want to do is you want to start opposite screws first.
So that is what I did not do. Okay, so with a little help from my dad, we got the cooler in. So I was just having a little bit of trouble with where we're putting the screws, but here's the connector, and as you can maybe read, CPU fan 1. Ah. Okay. Boom. It's plugged in. So the next step is the RAM. Since we're going to be all fours. Here, you should hear it click in, and then these things kind of come in on the sides. So now that those are in, oops, it's an example of what not to do. Yay, all the RAM is in. All right, so now we're gonna move the motherboard into the case. Kind of difficult. So, again, could you just, while we're here, and then like kind of film over my shoulder? I haven't actually, oh crap. You know what, there's one thing I forgot to do. Excuse me. Almost completely forgot. This thing.
Good girl. Say hi.
Oh, just a little girl. Did you miss us?
We're gonna have to loosen this screw just a little bit so we can actually move the power supply that way, because I think that will allow us to then screw in the right side with, nope, okay, so it has to be kind of in the middle area. Okay, so we kind of got it screwed in. We have to use some of these weird screws. So, yeah, that happened. But the power supply is here. Now we can start threading cables. Yay! Everyone's favorite part. And we just have a ton of connectors. And I don't even know what they go to. So, we'll find out. I know this one is USB 3. Because it says on it USB 3.0. So we plug it in. Sorry, the lighting is bad. Which makes the quality of the video bad. But it's kind of what we have. It's only a 3-pin connector. Huh. Kind of suspicious to me.
Yeah, we're not gonna look at that.
I don't even know what this one is. This, oh, HD audio. So this is the audio port at the top. We gotta find the ones in order. So this is HD audio. Another HD audio. You are a ton of different ports. But they're all outside of the USB. So this is on its own now. I send this up. It's the thick one. So we have a bunch of very small panel connectors. First we have this one. USB card reader, which I doubt we will have a plug for. It's a 7-pin connector. I've never seen a USB card reader on a computer before. Wow, this is really difficult to do with one hand. Oh, you are a different one. So you are one. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to attempt our front panel audio stuff. So we're going to go here. So this has an empty slot on the bottom. So we should just be able to plug it into any one of these. Wow, this is really difficult. Okay, that's backwards. So It's just a lot of twisting. Alright, so then we have another front panel audio where there's like a middle port. Oh, okay. I see it. J-Odd 1. Oh. Hold on, what does this say? That says USB. Well, I guess it's just gonna have to go in the USB spot because that's where it goes. Oh, that's my doorbell. So that is the microphone connector, audio header, and these are the rest of the cables I have. So I have this, which is a USB card reader. Don't actually know where it goes, but the problem is it's missing one pin to give me directions. So it's a 7-pin connector, or 9-pin, I guess. I don't think I'm gonna plug it in. So that means I have this, my SoRtA power connection for this RGB strip here. These random things. So we're gonna find our 1-pin connectors, plug them in. After careful consultation, I figured out that right there, the one with the stuff above it, is the front panel connector 1. So I have to do the power LED, the power switch, the reset switch at the bottom, and the HD LED. So we're gonna find, so it's power LED. Okay, so this is, there's a ton of them. Time to reconsult the manual. Okay, so this is kind of a struggle here, but we got it. The EVGA GTX 1060. Let me do this one-handed. Here it is. Woo! Set it down. So we gotta pull off the slide cover. We gotta pull that down to the side. Ever so gently. Alright, here we go. Oh my god. We're gonna put this down in the right spot. I think it's it. We have a built computer. It's time to plug it in. Alright guys, so a month later, this is the computer. I did basically all of the cabling stuff off camera, and now I'll show you guys the internals. Alright, so this is the computer. The AMD fan. Wow, it looks so weird on the camera. GTX 1060. We got the cool friggin' RGB lights. We got 24-pin, 32 gigs of RAM, processor, this fan that has like a tiny little blue light in it, and then all of the stuff plugged into the motherboard and graphics card. So we got a DisplayPort cable, HDMI cable, and then basically a bunch of stuff for my cool baller setup. Double 144Hz monitors, Blue Yeti microphone, and the best part is this entire video was edited on the new computer. I hope you guys enjoyed though. Leave a like. Let me know if this is content you want to keep watching. See you guys next time.